So it's the big reveal. My booth is now finally finished. Took them 2 days to do it, which was a little bit longer because they had to go through a massive wall. Normally they can do it in a day if it's through a metal paneled workshop. So I'm going to just introduce you to the team so you can actually know who you're going to be dealing with when you speak to them. So let me spin you around. So here we have...
Thanks Wayne, I'm Richard Hearn, the Sales Director of MasterFlo in the UK. And here we have...
Richard's in charge of the microphone, by the way.
Hi there, I'm John and I'm the Project Manager for MasterFlo.
And then we have...
It's Nick Thornley, I'm the Business Development Manager at MasterFlo.
So what have we done now? What have you installed for us?
What we've installed is our very unique, space-saving SmartRe-FLEX Spraybooth. Ideally designed for the smart repairer. It has the unique facilities of being able to fold away to maximise the space in your workshop and to maximise efficiencies also in a bit busier body shop where you limit the time you need in small repairs in a large booth.
So can you show us how it all works? Right now it's retracted. We're going to pull it out and we're going to do a smoke clearance test in here and just show you what's involved, really.
Yep.
So I'll take that mic off you.
Very happy.
Okay. So this can be set up by one person, but obviously we've got two people here, so it just shows you a little bit of help. It slides out, it's on wheels. You can see how it works on the side. They lock into position, as Richard's going to show us. And that will tighten up the canopy and the side sheets. And then on the front, you actually have a door that rolls down. Nicely shown to a demo first by Nick and John, which has a steel bar on the bottom to weight it down. But what you have in the door is you have a filter. It's a double filter, and that will allow air to be sucked in. Richard's just going to give us a little bit of information about this front section.
Yeah, this gives you the opportunity, Wayne, to be able to pull clean air through your workshop so that inside the cabin you've got no risk of any inclusions in your paintwork. This actually is a filter, is removable, replaceable. It's just held in with very simple with Velcro straps. So it's a very simple system to use.
Right, so now let's take you into the exciting part, which is the actual booth itself. And Richard will take us down there.
There is a, as you can see, Wayne, down here, there's a personnel door for access in and out when you're doing work in the vehicle inside.
And so the first things when Richard first set this up that I noticed was, I'm just spinning this around, was I noticed how light it is. So Nick had actually told me that the canopy diffused the light and that is right. Now I have changed my lights in my workshop. They needed to be done. I moved from your sort of fluorescent bulbs to some LEDs, and I'm really, really pleased with the light that I've got in here. So Nick, do you want to set some bombs off?
Okay.
These are smoke bombs, by the way. Please, if you're watching this and just got bombs, don't panic about that. So once Nick's just lighting the smoke bombs, normally you would have this already switched on when you're spraying. You wouldn't spray a car and then all of a sudden switch your extractor on when you walk outside.
No, you'd use it as any other conventional spray booth. You'd have the fans on when you start your work and start your priming or whatever you're painting.
And so you would already have that throughput of air coming into the booth. So we're just setting we're going to put 3 of them in here. Now, we have done a couple of tests, and this actually fits with what they estimate, and it has a clearance time of about 1 minute 40 to say 1 minute 50.
Yeah.
So John will switch the extraction on shortly when we've filled it all up and all 3 smoke bombs have finally finished burning off. And as you can see, it is getting really full of smoke in here. So we're almost there. The 3rd one's finished. Right, not yet. A little bit more. Okay, hit it, John. You can see the extraction happening literally before your eyes. from there towards the booth, towards the, sorry, the extraction unit. So what are we at now? 28? Minute 20. You can see John a lot clearer now. And so we're coming up to the 1 minute 40, which is their optimum time for clearance. I can feel the air coming from my back towards the front. And there we are. So 1 minute 47, I can't stop your stopwatch, but that's the booth, cleared. So John's just going to switch that off.
So what we supply is this product over here, Wayne. We have a water-based peelable booth coating. Okay, and this is a very simple to use, very flexible. So what we suggest is that is actually put onto the surface of the plastic with a roller, like a domestic roller, so you get it on nice and thick. So the thicker it goes on, when it's actually cured and you get it dirty, it's much easier for them to peel off.
So is that why you would say roller it rather than spray it?
Yes, correct. If you spray it, it goes on very thin and it's much harder to peel off when you're trying to replace it.
How often do you think you need to, if for the sort of work that you've seen me do, would I need to change that coating?
I reckon with the work and the way you do work, very neat and tidy, probably only once a year.
Once a year.
If you're someone who's doing a lot of repairs and also using different sprayers at different times of the day who haven't got the same passion for their booth, it might be done more often.
And at the current time of recording this, how much would one of these be?
At the moment, that is $39.95 plus the VAT for a 5 litre.
So it's not really a big investment for looking after your big 10 grand
yes, exactly.
spray booth.
And as you can see, if you zoom in on here, Wayne, there's actually a very, very tough polyurethane which has got nylon to reinforce it. So the risk of ever damaging it is almost minimal.